Panchayati Raj System. In the last chapter, we read about the key features of a democratic government. This democracy must extend to the grassroots level. Only then it will be meaningful. A democratic government must provide self-rule even to the people at the lowest level. Panchayati Raj System. India lives in the villages. The system of local self-government established in rural areas is known as Panchayati Raj. In our country, the system of panchayats is very old. The word literally means a group of 5 people. Since ancient times, it has been a custom in villages to elect a group of 5 elders or panchs, meaning 5. They settled disputes and looked after the other problems of the village. Thus, Panchayati Raj is that system under which the people living in villages are given the right to administration and development of villages according to their own will. The Panchayati Raj system works at 3 levels. The Gram Panchayat at the village level, the Panchayat Samiti at the block level, and the Zilla Parishad at the district level. The present Panchayati Raj system is based on the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act, which came into force on 24th April 1993. The laws establishing Panchayati Raj in different states were enacted by legislatures of the respective states. The advantages of the Panchayati Raj system are as follows. Since the local people are more familiar with their problems, they are able to offer better solutions too. The village community participates more actively in development measures since it is for their own benefit. It trains people at the local or village level to be more self-reliant in dealing with immediate calamities like floods, earthquakes, etc. It reduces the burden of the central and state governments in the administrative domain. It prepares leaders at the grassroots level. The experience at the local level is useful if they get elected to the state or central government. Panchayati Raj at village level. A village has a Gram Sabha, a Gram Panchayat and a Nyay Panchayat to look after the welfare of the residents. Gram Sabha. The Gram Sabha is the foundation of the Panchayati Raj system. It means a meeting of the village. All residents of the village who are over 18 years of age form the Gram Sabha. It elects the Gram Panchayat, the executive which looks after the administration of the village. It also approves the budget. All the development schemes for the village are discussed in the Gram Sabha. 2 meetings of the Gram Sabha are compulsory in a year. The Gram Sabha has the power to review the work done by the Gram Panchayat and examine its account of expenditure. If it is not satisfied with the performance of any member of the Panchayat, it can remove that member by means of a vote of no confidence. The Gram Panchayat. A Gram Panchayat is established in a village having a minimum population of 750. The villages having less population are grouped under a common Gram Panchayat. The members of the Gram Sabha directly elect the members of the Gram Panchayat. The number of members of a panchayat is fixed on the basis of the population of the village. So, it varies from state to state. Any member of the Gram Sabha whose age is 21 years or more can contest election for the membership of the Gram Panchayat. The tenure of the Gram Panchayat is 5 years. There is reservation of seats for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and OBCs. 1/3 of the total number of seats is reserved for women. There are many instances where women sarpanchs who have taken up their official responsibilities in panchayats. Women empowerment has led to collective action on issues of social reform, for instance, discontinuing child marriages, welfare in education, particularly of the girl child, and in convincing rural men to give up liquor. To preside over the meeting of the Gram Panchayat, a sarpanch or pradhan is elected. In some states, the sarpanch is elected directly by all the voters living in the area of panchayat. In other states, he is elected indirectly, that is, by the members of Gram Panchayat. The sarpanch signs important documents and coordinates the activities of the panchayat. The panchayat elects up-pradhan or deputy chairperson who officiates in the absence of the pradhan. The Gram Panchayat has a secretary who is a government employee. His job is to keep an account of income and expenditure. He keeps records of the meetings and the work done by the panchayat. Functions of the Gram Panchayat. The Gram Panchayat meets regularly to implement the compulsory developmental programs. It performs some compulsory and some optional functions at the village level as follows. The compulsory functions: looking after the general sanitation of the village, construction and maintenance of approach roads and dams, management of cremation and burial grounds, provision for street lighting, cleanliness of public wells, tanks and other places, provision for drinking water, checking unauthorized occupation of public land, registration of births, deaths and marriages in the village, maintenance of social education centers and panchayat ghars and provision of books, radio, television etc. at the panchayat ghars. The Gram Panchayat also finalizes the list of families living below poverty line so that they can benefit from the various developmental schemes. The optional functions: providing facilities for treatment of cattle, holding fairs and cattle shows, organizing village sports, akhadas and other social functions, arranging availability of improved seeds, fertilizers, etc. Promotion of cottage and small scale industries. The panchayat also keeps a check over the functions of village functionaries like vaccinator, chowkidar or the patwari. The panchayat can report to higher authorities if they do not perform their functions properly. Sources of income. The Gram Panchayat needs money to discharge all these functions. Its main sources of income are taxes on property and land, goods, cattle and fares, fines on the offenders, share in land revenue collected by the government, grants from the state government, income from the common land. The Nyay Panchayat. This is the judicial wing of the panchayat. It hears and decides petty civil cases. Its powers are limited to imposing fines. It cannot send anybody to jail. The petitioners present their grievances and plead their cases personally. The local self-government at the village level thus has the Gram Sabha that forms the legislative using the executive role being performed by the Panchayat and the Nyay Panchayat that discharges judicial functions. Block Samiti at block level. The Panchayat or Block Samiti is the local self-governing institution that exists over the village Panchayat. A Panchayat Samiti is formed at the block level comprising generally of 100 villages. It consists of the following members. Sarpanch of the Gram Panchayats of the area equal to 1/5 of the total members of the Panchayat Samiti taken by rotation or by lottery. Elected members 10 to 30. Members of Parliament, members of Legislative Assembly and members of Legislative Council elected from the area. Sub-Divisional Magistrate, SDM and Block Development Officer, BDO of the area. The members of the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and women, 1/3 of total seats, are given special representation. In its first meeting, members of the Panchayat Samiti elect its chairperson and vice chairperson. The tenure of the Panchayat Samiti is 5 years. However, it can be dissolved earlier too. The chairperson of the Panchayat Samiti is called the Block Pramukh. Functions of the Block Samiti: coordinating and supervising the functions of panchayats, implementation of community development programs sponsored by the state government, education of the children by establishing and maintaining institutions like schools, industrial training institutes, etc. Training of farmers in scientific methods of agriculture and animal husbandry. Arranging health programs like mass inoculation, for example, pulse polio. Prevention of epidemics and common diseases through preventive measures. Construction of minor bridges, link roads, etc. Encouraging growth of cottage industries and traditional crafts. Making recommendation for grant under welfare schemes like Jawahar Rozgar Yojana. Sources of income. Grants in aid by the state government is the major source of revenue. The Samitis also have power to levy certain taxes on business, trade or on transfer of property. Zilla Parishad at district level. The Zilla Parishad is the third and the highest level of Panchayati Raj system. It comprises the following members: Chairperson of the Panchayat Samitis, MLAs and MPs of the area, representatives of the cooperative societies, chairperson of the municipal boards, representative of women, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. The tenure of a Zilla Parishad is 5 years. The members of the Zilla Parishad elect a chairperson and vice chairperson from among themselves. Functions of Zilla Parishad: to supervise and coordinate the working of the Panchayat Samitis of the district, to advise the Panchayat Samitis with regard to their functions, to approve the budgets of the Panchayat Samitis, preparing development plans for the district, maintaining link with the state government for the development of the district. Besides these, running primary, in some cases middle schools, hospitals, child welfare centers, maternity homes and adult education centers, taking steps to prevent the outbreak and spread of epidemics, etc. Maintaining connecting roads, culverts, small bridges and other public buildings in the district are some of the functions of the Zilla Parishad. The Zilla Parishad, the Panchayat Samiti and the Gram Panchayats have a common goal, that is, development of people under their area and with resources available. Achievements and shortcomings of the Panchayati Raj system. The Panchayati Raj system has brought about substantial improvement in the villages by taking up welfare schemes. It has brought political awakening in the villages. They not only elect their own representatives but also take part in making decisions in the villages. The Panchayati Raj institutions work as training grounds for the people to enable them to work as representatives of the people in the state legislatures and parliament. The panchayats have succeeded in drawing the attention of the government officials to their problems. However, there is the other side of the picture as well. Elections to Panchayati Raj institutions are marked by violence. The panchayats are elected mostly on party or caste basis and hence they do not work impartially. Most of the benefits do not reach the deserving people but remain confined to the powerful and influential people. The Panchayati Raj institutions are not provided with sufficient funds. Their sources of income are very limited. Even the funds sanctioned by the government are misappropriated by the panchayat. Therefore, to ensure proper implementation of Panchayati Raj in all the states, the Ministry of Panchayati Raj looks into all matters relating to Panchayati Raj and its institutions. The ministry awards the best panchayat, grants funds to backward regions and works for the development and training of panchayats.